message postings to the regular places?
Uh,
Cover the sound.
dropped it in players only. As soon as I fix the link. I'm gonna let you, I have to let you do the announcement stuff because you have access. I don't.
Yep.
I'll drop it in games and stuff. And drop it in. Where is it?
Ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between, welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon from the Ashes. My name is Straight Aura, I'm the GM, and we are short a few hands today because several of them are just on their way and they have not shown up yet. But today we actually have a special guest. Araya Silverstone is joining us with the guest cameo of the character Glaceon, who we can actually see on the screen right here. I'll zoom in for you. Araya, welcome to the program.
Hey.
So, players who are present and logged in, go ahead and start introducing yourself. If you're not logged in, go ahead and do so right now.
I guess I'll start. Hi, I'm Reuven. I play the Ninetales you see in the lower left. I also play Jericho, who is off to the right somewhere. They're currently a bit preoccupied, shall we say.
Yes, Alex, let me take a moment and actually zoom over there so everyone can see what's going on. For those of you who follow us on the Discord server, we have a special roleplay channel in downtime, and well, you can just take a look at the 2 tokens here and see the result for yourself.
Long story short, they were training. It went about as well as you think.
Jericho found out he has limits.
He'll be fine. That said, though, yeah, that's me. Was there any question that you wanted to ask? Or...
Hiya.
Hey, Scott.
This is more a question towards the future that I'm going to be asking. So, the question I want you all to answer is, what are you looking forward to the most about this upcoming campaign that Scott is going to be GMing?
I actually don't know a lot about it, but I'm just curious to see what will happen because I usually enjoy the stories that he makes.
Oh boy. Put me on the spot instantly, huh?
Hello, I'm 8,000 Power. I play the blue-eyed Northern Kua. And as for the question about Scott's session, it's hard to say. I mean, like, we get, seems like we have a great cast going in to hear from Yoda and Giga again, getting to see Scott's storytelling in action, maybe making some memes in GIMP during the sessions while watching the sessions. That was fun during DTO.
Oh boy.
Oh jeez. So many memes. But hey, memes are already starting for like my other session.
Much
And
to
he hasn't
Scott's
even
chagrin.
started yet.
I still love that ping pong one.
So that's Reuven and that's Kua. Who else do we want to have go forward?
Mariah, I play the Glaceon Glacialis up here in the top right. And I'm cameoing for today, and who knows how long.
Artemis and Scott, who wants to go?
My name is Artemis. I am the titular Absol. I mean, I'm looking forward to where the story goes. It's a little like bittersweet for me because I was in the last campaign and I still have a lot of emotions. Or I was in the original DTO campaign, Scott GM'd rather, and I'm still like have a lot of like emotions tied to it. So I'm excited to see where it goes.
And last but not least, or at least among present company,
Hey yo. Scott, I play Sapphire. Hi. I don't know what else to add.
what are you looking forward to the most out of your campaign?
I don't want to say axe him that because,
Yeah.
well, spoilers.
Well, I mean, you don't have to spoil anything.
All the system stuff that I have planned.
For context, folks, Scott has been working on this for like the past 2 years, and the amount of drawing and just from scratch art he's done just to make the map look truly spectacular is amazing.
The map was mostly made by Sticklord, actually.
I mean, like all the other tiles and other icons that appear on that map are definitely
Oh, the
your handiwork.
icons. Yeah. Well, I know it's 2 years of work, but at the same time, it's not like the only work that. Hold on, let me think, cause I'm a bit like almost falling asleep here. Okay. Okay, I've thought of my word choices. I've been working on the thing like in chips and bits and pieces. Otherwise, this would have taken like 3 or 4 months instead of 2 years.
Sounds about right.
There you go. I thought about my word meanings.
Oh, that reminds me for my answer. I'm excited to see the character art that Scott's done. Can't believe I forgot to mention that.
All right. So with that said, Let me go ahead and get the music started for today. So Apollo is sitting in his living room and is looking around at everyone. Well, word came in last night. The fighting down at the Shadow Tower has begun in earnest, and the people down there are making their final push in there. Luckily for us, this news came to us from our friend over here, who I've invited in to counsel us on a secret way that they have found inside the Shadow Tower, which you folks are all going to be taking in. Glacialis, care to fill us in?
Hold on a second. Crap, so what was it again?
Is a secret out of character is a secret passage that you have found in to the side of the Shadow Tower that will help the rescue team circumvent the group going in.
Okay, so I found a secret passage going into the tower, and I will be leading us there. So hopefully once we get there, we'll be able to get in and get past all the fighting outside.
Simple enough.
Unfortunately, I'm not going to be joining you directly. However, do you all remember those artillery guns that you got for the airship?
They're kind of hard to forget.
Yep, they look good.
Both myself, Sunny, Anak, Emmy, and Eaton, along with Cody, are going to be handling those guns today.
Well, they need a decent field test anyway.
Better late than never. So, I'm going to go ahead and do some final checks. Eaton's been working pretty hard all morning, so unfortunately his shop is not going to be open. And neither will Emmy. But if you guys want to make any last-minute purchases before we take the ship south, you guys are welcome to do that. I'm going to be letting all of you guys off as close to the fighting as I can, but not directly into it. From there, we're going to be running those cannons like the little old lady from Pasadena, and hopefully that'll be enough to help people get through and keep the attention away from you folks.
We'll see how it goes.
All right.
What? Before we do anything,
So,
just gonna do this real fast. As soon as there you are. Took the liberty of going to the bank earlier today. Make sure you distribute money to everybody here.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Donovan's gonna wake up on his own time.
We'll just make sure he's on the ship before we go. As much as he sleeps, he's basically a fluffy bomb. Just try to drop him off the ship; it will be fine.
don't need to drag him. Just plop him on my back.
He's
That works
certainly not as active as the Linoon that I know.
Trust me, get that guy in a fight. He'll show you active.
Well, I can believe it.
He's not wrong.
So Ethan's like taking a break from work, or he's like,
He's on the ship, busting his butt, most likely. Go ahead and add this to my total amount. So, do we know anything about what we may expect on the inside? What kind of tech they have? What kind of defenses they have?
I know as far as computer tech goes, they've got top of the line. Eaton does what he can, but that only does so much, and he's one person. So, as far as I know, the last person I know of who's seen the inside of the Shadow Tower and lived to tell about it was you, Artemis, and, well...
Can't say I remember much.
All right.
Most of what I do remember, I don't like to think about.
Settled then. We're going in blind, but as soon as you guys are inside, I'm going to start trying to work my way up to the top so I can punch a hole in the top and hopefully blindside any leadership they've got there.
Yeah, it's gonna be fine.
To answer your question, Kua, yes, we will be able to. But he's
Okay.
just not going to be open for business. All right. Y'all know what to do. Get to work. I'll meet you on the ship.
Got it.
All right.
Yep.
Okay. Let's think. Should probably check out. What do I have? Okay.
Firstly, Eden is trying to haul up what looks like several boxes of conical projectiles. Ah, Kua, how are you doing?
If I'm honest, I'm getting nervous. And he's gonna take a little look around to make sure no one's nearby. I know you've had a lot on your plate recently, so I figured I'd come to ask about the explosives I had asked about.
Well, Ethan looks over at a wall filled with stuff that is definitely volatile and definitely not properly stored. Everything's in place now. I've got the explosives you asked for, but what's the occasion?
I know this is gonna sound bad, but I cannot I need to make sure that Zora and Ellen get wiped completely.
I'd be lying if I didn't say I didn't know where you were coming for that. Well, as far as Zor-Elen goes, as soon as we're done with the Shadow Tower down there, we'll be moving on to the new Masters and Zor-Elen respectively. But word on the street is that the new Masters are making some serious moves over at Cassia City. Something's holding them back. I don't know what, but we will catch up with Zor-Elen immediately. He knows he's pinned against us and he's living on borrowed time. But we will get to him.
We'll look over at the stuff that Ethan had ready. Should I leave those with you for now?
Definitely leave this for me. I mean, this is a lot to unpack, and, well, I may have gone a little heavy on the nitroglycerin, so it's probably not something you want to be carrying around in the field with you.
As long as they don't have any remains, so that they can do to him what they did with Artemis, I'll be able to sleep. So, honestly, probably a little better you went overboard.
Well, with any luck, we won't have to put up with them as soon as all this is over. Will that be all?
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
You're a good kid, Kua.
And I look forward to hearing your cannons in action today.
You have no idea how long I've been waiting to take those things for a test run.
And with that, he'll give Eaton a little wave. Goodbye.
Catch you later. Okay.
All right.
Okay, Reuven, where are you at?
Exactly on shop.
Ah. There you are. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you today, good sir?
Feeling good. How you doing?
We're doing just great.
Good. Good. I need computer spikes.
And how many would you need? Out of character,
10.
how many do you need? I mean, how many do you
Doing-
have right now?
25.
Yeah, there's no way that you'd need more than that for today.
Yeah, here's my bets. 5.
Very well. That will be 1,000 poke, please.
Here you go.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
And there's those. And do I need anything else before I walk away? Not really. Alright. Hello, you. How are you doing?
Hi.
So you're gonna be coming in with us, or are you gonna just lead us to the point and...
I'll be coming in with you.
Oh. Okay, then.
I will say, from what I've seen just from scouting, there will be some resistance, even if we get in through a round. So I hope you are prepared.
Well, it'd be kind of boring if they were just... if there was no one to greet us when we got in.
Oh, from what I've heard about them, I'm sure they will be plenty.
Well, hopefully not plenty, just enough to make a difference. Maybe there'll be a few paths we can take out, stop them from coming, slow them down before they reach us. Knock over a bookshelf, maybe cause an oil spill, build some fire on it.
I suppose we'll see.
We'll see what happens when we get inside. Till then, thank you for guiding us in here.
Indeed.
With that, he's going to step away.
Meanwhile, up at Sunny's Berry Shop. Hi, Kua. How are you?
Oh, shoot, sorry, I muted because a motorcycle went past. Good, gives her a smile. I think I'm doing alright today. I was hoping to pick up driver's seed. He checks in his bag. Make that 2 reviver seeds.
All right, that'll be 4,000.
And he'll hand that over right away.
All right, Kua gets 2 reviver seeds.
And just out of character, lepiberries, do they return just 1 move, or do they refill all moves?
They restore just 1.
What's the one that restores all?
Reviver seed restores all upon fainting.
See, with that, he'll give Sunny a little bit. Thank you very much. Hopefully, won't need these, but definitely better to have them.
Give him hell, Kua. Meanwhile, Anak is looking
I'm
down at
fine.
Reuven. Good morning, young man. How are you?
Me in the back, me out of character. Oh right, Anak is taller than Reuven. Anyway, I'm done alright, Anak. I'm interested in your full heals.
And how many are you interested in?
Before I buy them, quick question: does Full Heal cover any status affliction?
Covers all persistent and volatile status afflictions.
Good. Then I'll take all 4.
Very well. That will be 300.
Here you go.
And Reuven has just gained 4 full heals.
So, hey, Doc, before I go, according to Apollo, you're gonna be out there too, huh?
I'm going to be manning one of the guns. Normally my days of fighting are gone. However, given how much the new masters have done, not just to my friends, but to this continent as a whole, I suppose even a doctor can break his own rules when it comes to doing no harm.
Well, you certainly took an oath, but there are exceptions. Either way, you be careful out there, all right? The last thing I want to happen to you is, well, something happen to you.
You know, I've learned to avoid danger. I just wish that such a skill was teachable to most of my friends.
With that, I'll talk to Apollo, see if Jericho could be on there with y'all. I would like him to also be able to make sure nothing happens to the rest of the crew, since he's a accomplished healer too. But thank you.
I'll see about bringing him along.
With that, I think I need to go to Sunrose. Alright. Bye.
Stay safe, young man.
Will do.
Hello, Reuven.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing great.
So, a couple questions.
You can have as many questions as you want, though we do have a mission later today.
Of course. Of course. In the blast seeds, if thrown, do they make an explosion that's big enough to hit more than one person?
Unfortunately, no. However, I have experimented with eating them myself, and well, that makes a fairly large area of effect. Out of character, blast seeds are the range of whatever your power level is, and they do a flat 2 ticks of damage, assuming that they hit. And if they are eaten, instead they do cone 2.
So I have power 4, so alright then. Okay. That's an idea. But I'm not sure that's gonna be what I need. I'll take the stun seeds. For sure.
Alright.
That could give us an edge in a fight.
There's supposed to be 4 of them here. Don't know why I didn't restock them from last session. How many do you want?
3.
Alright, that'll be 450.
We can do 450. Let's see, do the mental math. 450. Fucking calculator. Okay. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? I don't think so. Alright. Thank you.
Alright, see you later, Reuven.
And you stay safe up there, okay?
No, I intend to.
Good. I intend to see you when we get done. And come back.
Alright, Sapphire, do you have anything you want to do for session today?
I was curious about the Kiklian shop, but it doesn't seem like they have much that I want.
There we go.
Yeah, I'll just head to like the coffee shop, maybe even. Unless Noe's gonna go today.
It doesn't look like anyone's going there today.
I mean, I'm right
I
here.
was gonna.
Oh,
I was gonna go after picking up a leatherberry.
Ah, so we are going. Yes.
okay. I just didn't see. Okay. I can go and just write the transaction now.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna go ahead and head over here.
Yeah, Go's just gonna pick up a leatherberry from the Kecleons.
Done.
Thank you.
Let me get the music ready here. Speak of the devil, you are just in time for everyone's favorite moment of the entire town session.
Oh boy.
Hey,
And
Mako.
happy Flippy Day.
Mako.
Oh yeah, it's
Happy Flippy Day.
pre-mid. Oh yeah, and the other special announcement I forgot to make this earlier is that it is actually the 1-year anniversary of From the Ashes. Technically that
Oh,
was
it is?
yesterday, but today is the closest day to that.
Damn.
So
Well, happy anniversary.
it's been a hell of a ride, folks.
Hope it's a good one.
I can't see shit.
Is that better, Mako?
Yeah, it's better.
Okay. And over here, Acelandit jumps up on the counter and throws his arms up. Welcome, welcome once again, everyone. How are all of you today? And how about you, mister? He points over at Donovan.
Why me specifically? Are you targeting me today? Is that what's going on?
I'm targeting you for the best coffee ever. That's what I'm doing today, if you're willing to pay for it.
Oh, no duh. But it better be good this time.
Oh, I intend for it to be good.
That's weird.
What do you mean? That's weird?
No, I can't see inside. The shutter's right there down. There you go.
There we go.
Keep on forgetting that that's there, out of character.
It was like I was about to, like, do I just need to like hit the shutters again? Because I think they don't realize the shutters are down.
Out of character, I'm just waiting for the day when Donovan sees the shutters are down. He just thunder punches the entire thing, electrifies it, and then they open up. He's like, hey, you got those things to work. So, I have 4 cups. How about you back there, mister? Points over to Artemis.
No, I'm good for today.
All right. And what
You
about
want a
you?
coffee?
He points over at Glacius. How about a
Oh
cup?
no, I'm fine.
All right then, 4 cups of Joe coming right up.
Who's Joe?
Slanted, Joe Mama. Slanted backflips off the counter and goes over and starts brewing it up.
Roll a d4.
This Selena just making your mama joke at me?
Yeah.
My mama's right at the bar.
So this time we roll a d4.
Yep. No, yes, bad coffee.
Hey, look on the bright side. It doesn't hurt you anymore.
It never hurt
The
you
co-
before. It was just a waste of your money.
Well, now it's no longer a waste of our money.
Donovan, you have a D4 you'd like to roll? Out of character, Artemis. If you're able to get at least a 3 or 4 on this, you start this entire mission with the pumped up condition.
Oh, right.
So
We did
super
that
duper
last week.
duper luck.
I totally forgot we maxed it out. Okay, I should actually grab coffee. Hold on. My apologies.
It's like he just looks at everybody else drinking coffee. Fuck it, fine, I'll
Already
get a
does,
cup.
already does a twirl and is like, I want coffee.
Oh,
I want
gotta send
coffee
this-
for luck.
I gotta send this to Hallie real quick. Hold on.
Oh, here, that was a lovely twirl.
See,
Alright.
if I had the pumped up condition, my razor wind would be able to crit at a 14.
So pumped up does what?
It drops your critical hit threshold on all of your moves down by 2 points.
I can bless somebody with this. Okay, I'm good.
Okay.
Just give it to Artie. He crits all game.
Hey, I got a 3.
And so he crits all game.
Wonderful. Thank you all for your patronage. Are you sure you wouldn't want one as well?
Oh
Thumbs
no,
up.
when I drink coffee, bad things tend to happen.
Well, bad things certainly can happen when you drink my coffee. Well, maybe not to you, but to other people. But let's face it, you're with a rescue team, so any bad person you encounter deserves bad things happening to them, right?
Oh, but I'm sure things would happen to the rescue team too, so I'll pass. Thank you.
Okie dokie. The slanted does a backflip off the counter, and then the shutters come down again.
Thank you.
I don't like what he implied there.
Kua visibly shudders.
Ha. It's funny because Kua shutters right as the shutters close.
So that's the switch that closes shutters. What if him shuddering opens them too? By the way, Glacialis,
Yes.
what do you mean bad things happen when you drink coffee?
Oh, I just have certain traits that tend to be exponentially increased when I have coffee. It's not a good sight.
I won't pry further. Alright then. That said, I don't think we're going to worry about spending any money in town this time around. Things are... They're waiting for us on the ship. We should probably get a move on.
Aye.
Okie dokie, I agree.
Okie dokie, Artie.
Yes, let's not let your Lucario friend wait too long.
Wait, which Lucario friend? Apollo or Mr.
Oh,
Rain?
Oh, your leader.
Apollo.
Wow, we got a full ship. Ah.
Do that and keep going. Well, alright. If you don't have to be on top deck, let's go to the bottom deck. Boy. I didn't realize the ship could ever even get this full.
Keep that one in your back pocket and invoke it when you're ready. So with that, everyone is piled on board, and the airship spins up and heads out. It's much heavier now, but the engines hold up. Oops.
Oh boy, that's a lot of them.
So what's happened
Quick
now
question.
is
Oh,
answer.
good.
So
Go
what's
ahead and
happened is
explain.
Oh boy.
Apollo has dropped everyone off and is now in the process of pulling away so he can get into a better position to start just hammering the people over here. The people over here are dug in really well, and these people are currently in the middle of a charge. However, Glacius now has the need to lead everyone to a safer place.
Where are we? I'm not. I don't have vision.
Yeah, the map's black.
Okay, let me fix that for you. For some reason, whenever I'm putting your token down, it's not showing you everything.
There we go.
Okay, does anyone else have a black map that?
Mine works now.
I see blackness, but I also see usness.
Okay, good.
You know what this is giving me vibes of, Stratora?
What?
Like, you know when you start a Fire Emblem game and the music starts playing when you have to prepare your units? It's literally that.
Oh yeah.
Like, exactly this music.
Okay. Players, go ahead and roll initiative. I'm gonna see if I can find us music for what's going on here.
Saying now, initiative with Glacialis being first.
Oh god, did I not put my EXP again?
Wait. Double check.
Did we have EXP last time?
Yeah.
Yes.
We did.
Yeah.
Did I
Scott-
do it?
Scott,
Is the
please.
question. I did it on the 23rd.
Yeah, you did. Wait.
Mid-session. Fuck me. Okay, hold up.
No, you did it. I'm just a derp. Huge derpazoid. Uh...
Ooh, I know this music.
I would level up. I'll just put the stat now, I guess. Okay. I haven't put the stat on.
Thankfully, I don't level up, so this doesn't bother me too much.
All right, so we got Donovan and Kua. Can we get Artemis, Ruben, and
I didn't select the token. Okay, there we go. Finally, alright.
I had to do the numbers.
Yeah.
Did I?
all right,
did I
Artemis,
miss
I've got you.
zero?
Yeah, I
I-
forgot to
I
plug
did
in
miss the
this,
zero.
my bad.
Hold up.
Hello, Arts. Arts has joined.
Not that that helped. Oh well.
Okay, Glacius, I've promoted you to the top of the turn order, so go ahead and take the first move.
Lead the way.
It's 8 steps, right?
8 spaces unless you sprint, in which case it is 12. Sapphire, your turn.
It's time. Alright. Just gonna follow the Glacian who's guiding us.
That'd be wise. Besides getting in the middle of that middle of that fight, I want nothing to do with that.
Bryce, do you remember in Assassin's Creed 3, anytime you were doing one of the Revolutionary War missions, where if you saw, like, the British army advancing, and if you ever got too close to the red zone, it'd say, like, warning, your character will be killed if it approaches the advancing army.
Yeah.
It's basically that kind of a deal.
Sapphire just casually runs towards World War II.
Artemis, your turn.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And
I
I'm
was
gonna pop
stuck in the middle of a block, I think.
and I'm gonna pop double team.
Donovan.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Ruben. Actually, no, Kua.
All right. Out of the way. And this is 9, and it'll stay here.
Reuven.
1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it's a pretty stressful situation, so I'm just going to take a deep breath, relax a little bit.
Glacius, you are up.
All right. And she sort of just peeks back at everyone. Make sure you keep up.
Got it.
Sapphire.
Oh, I know how to keep up.
Oh dear.
See, my
Zoomies.
speed is very good.
Oh dear.
2, 3, 4.
Oh, you're a
5,
float,
6,
so I hope
7,
so.
8, 9, 10. I could go further, but I will keep close instead.
Artemis.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Donovan.
12. There we go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Kua.
Alright. 1, 2, pick up. 3. That's 12. 13. And pass.
Reuven, are you going to be doing anything this turn?
No. No.
I mean, I could make a suggestion, but
Feel free.
you have your tails free. You're certainly not moving yourself.
I mean, I could bless someone.
If you'd
But,
rather just take
go
this
ahead.
turn idle, you can do that.
I'm going to... Actually, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Hey, Artie. Artemis.
Yes.
I know you would hate to do it, but grab one of my tails.
No,
Oh
I'm
dear.
You're not taking no for an answer, are you?
I will. I can take no for an answer, but it would be an interest of you to do so.
Don't worry, he's practiced his curses and blessings already way too much.
He's practiced cursing.
Also out of character, I'm imagining the meme of like, hold my hand, adventure, that one. Like rainbow while they fly away.
God, the fucking ancient texts.
Such a naughty Ninetales.
What? It's entirely safe.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm gonna regret this. And he
It
just
wasn't safe.
apply paw, apply beam directly to tail.
And with that, Artemis will get a small buff of his. Basically, Artemis will get a small buff that causes that critical hit threshold to decrease one more.
Busted as fuck. I'm fine with this. The GM has
There.
spoken.
Now you are a fluffy crit machine. And with that, I'm going
Accurate.
back to my spot.
Glacialis, you are up.
Now, Artemis, that basically means all you gotta do is get a 13 on some moves and you crit.
After I cook down the The coffee, yeah.
9, 10.
After you chug the coffee, yeah.
Sapphire.
It's time. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, I see some friends over there.
Yes, we must be very careful now.
It's my turn, by the way.
Yep. You gonna try anything, Sapphire?
I try anything? I ran here.
Oh.
I can't try anything.
Artemis, you're done.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I'll stay here.
Donovan, your turn.
Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh. Oh no.
Don't go too far ahead now.
May I recommend the back pedal?
Come on, Donovan. Don't be a
13.
sapphire.
Kua, you're up.
All right. Don't quite have a move for this round. I'm gonna make sure to announce that Kua has drank his pump up coffee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and gonna move up to here. 13. With his friend.
All right. Gengar.
Gengar was busy talking to the Dusknor about all those sick dugs he got on that last match.
Please no.
Gengar is looking over. He's about to try. He was almost about to move forward, but he stops because he can see Artemis from here, and he exchanges the look between Dusknoir, and they're both like they're stuck in place now, and they're looking between the team. They're looking between the post. They're looking at this way down here, which would let them run.
It would seem they're paralyzed with fear.
Reuven, roll intuition.
Okay.
All right, you
Wow.
get nothing on that.
Thanks, one. I appreciate that.
Do you want me to roll intuition?
I mean, I think
The next up
you
would
can...
be Glacialis to roll intuition, though I'm going to have Glacialis roll with disadvantage.
What do I roll for that?
Go to your character sheet and under the roll page, just click the button that says intuition.
Oh.
So Gengar's going to do nothing. Reuven, it's your turn.
Okay, I am going to go...
Thoughts?
Stay put and stay calm. Stay calm and stay put. Or hop off, attack, and run back. Hop off, attack, and run back. One,
Did
two,
we all
three.
see them look at that direction? By the way, like
Since we have
near
Yes,
the
yes.
Everyone
escape
could
route?
see what they just did.
Let's see.
Guys,
One-
what if they have like an alarm over there or something like that?
That's true. They haven't reacted yet. Probably wouldn't be wise to make the first attack on this one. Just in case.
We're firing on them with an airship. I feel like an alarm is kind of redundant at this point.
True. Well, I already used the move at this point, so it'll be good in the long run.
Let's see. Glacialis, it's your turn. Dust Noir is not moving at all.
She is going to.
Did you already roll the second time for intuition?
Oh,
Yeah.
I rolled a intuition. Yeah.
You need to roll a second time because you're rolling with disadvantage.
Oh.
Okay, so with 11, Glacialis is able to tell that both of these sentries were able to recognize who this group was based on just seeing Artemis. Hence why they are not attacking, but they're looking to try and run.
Be very cautious, you guys. They know who we are. She's going to just cautiously take steps forward in an attempt to block off their exit. How many steps is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then use agility. Wait, no. Wait, I can't use agility if I sprint. Can I?
Correct. You've
Correct.
used your standard action, so you can't use a move. Sapphire, you're up.
All right.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Stands like arms on hips, like legs stretched. Aha! You're not going anywhere.
Hey, look. We know who you are, and we know why you're here. If you let us go,
Oh.
if you let us go, we have some information for you.
Anime thinking pose.
Neither of these guys are our target. We can hear them out at least.
They were probably stuck doing this stupid job for people. Can't blame them too much, I guess.
But you're gonna let us go if we tell you what you'll find in there.
Hold on. Can I like sort of like make a rational guess or like use my instinct in a way to figure out if they're lying or not to me?
You may use intuition, yes, to...
Oh, my intuition sucks, but it's fine. I'll roll it anyway. Oh! Big
Good
roll.
roll.
Nice. Well, they're obviously afraid, though they haven't ruled out the possibility of fighting if they've got no other option left. They're definitely in like fight or flight mode. They're opting to try and go for flight, but if you had been 1 point shy, like Glacialis' presence here would have closed that option off to you.
Oh. It doesn't seem like you guys want to fight at all, and you don't want trouble, and you would give us information, so I think that's fair. I just gotta let the rest of my team know. I guess, like, she's gonna, like, look... Well, Glacialis obviously listens to what I said, of course, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So, Sapphire is just gonna point... So, not point, look at towards Donovan and Co. and be like... 2 thumbs up. We're good. They'll... Sorry, forwards. If we let them go, they'll give us information.
How useful is that information?
I don't think it... Even if it's not useful, at least we don't have to fight.
Well,
I vote for not fighting.
all right.
Swishy tail.
The Dust Noir first chimes in. First off, between here and the control room at the top of the tower, they've got a rather large, badass unit they've been training specifically to deal with you folks. Not sure who you are, but they were planning on U5. So maybe you might be able to pull it out unless you can find some way to activate the internal defenses. And then the gang guy adds in, and Desolute has left the Shadow Tower. He's gone to the headquarters, though I don't have its exact location. You might be able to find that information at the top of the tower, if you hurry before someone gets wise and decides to destroy the location.
Is this special unit a Pokemon or a special mechanic robot thing
It's
that
another.
I've seen?
It's another Pokemon unit, and these people don't fuck around. You're gonna have your hands full up there unless you could find a way to thin them out.
Willing to bet they were drugged as well, like the others.
Now the drug hasn't been active in a long time. Whatever
That's good.
whatever you folks did to the plant did the trick. The Zealots have been furious about that shit.
Ha.
I'd thank you about that, but well, I suppose it's more a case of the enemy of my enemy being my friend for that.
Hey, maybe after all this is over, you can finally, like, have a nice peaceful life and we can all be friends together. Or at least be okay with each other. I'd like that more than fighting.
Dust Noir casts a glance to the north where all the fighting is. I think I'm probably going to be leaving Cassia if I can. These people are out to obliterate me.
Probably be the best idea.
Yeah.
For now,
so,
yes.
if you folks don't mind, we're going to make like a tree and leave before you guys blow up this whole tower. We saw what you guys did to Aberlov. And with that, both the ghost types vanish.
They vanish.
They're ghosts.
Sapphire's gonna, like, look left and right and be like, they're gone.
They're ghosts.
Oh, typical.
No, they disappeared and they're not here anymore.
They're ghosts.
This is not.
gonna tilt her head. Well, thank you, Mr. Ghost, like looking around wherever, for helping. So basically, strong unit inside, be fast or lose information. Got it. Thank you.
A Dust
you have a
Noir hand
great
just
day.
reaches out of the ground and gives like the Terminator thumbs up as it sinks back into the ground.
Oh, shut up.
You know, the drug
Also,
is trying
Sapphire, is
to
that the
do.
last of your movement?
No, actually, I can move a bit more. Well, I think I consider all that talk as an action, honestly. In that case, I would not have any more movement.
All right,
But
Artemis.
at the hand in the ground, she'd be like, that Duskner was ground type too. Do you see that?
You don't
was
interact with
awesome.
these kinds much, do you?
Never seen many ghosts in my life.
10, 11,
you know?
12.
Donovan.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Heresy.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
We're not even making you do that this time.
Hua.
All
Desperate
right.
times call for desperate measures.
Or
Measured
desperate
out
movements.
15 to here. That's 15 sprinting.
Reuven, you are parked
More
up top.
flying.
They were cowards, but they were smart cowards. Alright. One moment. Deuce, down. Down, dog. I need to get my keyboard.
Araya, you are up.
I'm still gonna move. I have a dog to deal with. I'm sorry.
Guys, they
2,
have a
3, 4,
unit that is dangerous in there, specifically out there to destroy us. We gotta be careful. We can't just rush in.
That's the point. 1,
One
2,
Pokemon or one group?
Our group.
3. I'm gonna stack up on Donovan, and I'm going to roll for stealth.
Sneaky, sneaky, sneak.
Good fucking stealth.
All All right, go ahead and make your move.
Let's see. 4, 5, 6, 7. 8. This side looks clear, but tread lightly. So you're just gonna quietly, like, just kind of lean back around the corner and just lift a paw, saying, like, "It's good. Come on."
Did Glacialius did their turn already? Because
Yep.
I noticed they did movements. Okay.
Sapphire, your turn.
Sorry, I can only step on you.
All
Guys, we
right,
gotta be careful.
Sapphire, you're done.
Yeah.
Artemis.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Where did Sapphire stop?
Right
I'm-
about here.
Okay.
I'm on top of
6.
Ruben.
Let
Are
me,
you gonna join this stack?
Shift the
Yeah.
move. Let me shift the music here. Let's see.
Turn there.
Also, I can't believe the Gengar the Dusknoir recognized the group only because of Artie.
I mean, they were guards at the Shadow Tower. Of course, they'd know Artie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or is like, that Absol has a heart. Look out for that thing. The most defining feature of the group.
They, I'll just say this right now. There's really no point in rolling for it. It was the scars that gave it away for them.
Okay.
That would do it.
Yeah, pretty what stands out.
Donovan, your turn.
Rush in or sneak? Rush in or sneak?
Please no.
Don't take too long to decide, or they might notice us.
All right, make your movement.
Oh, why couldn't I see Artie there?
I already said it was good.
That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can still technically peek, can I?
Are you out of movement?
Nope. I got
Okay,
two
yeah,
up.
you can peek.
8, 9. Clear. I'm gonna stay right here.
Kua, your turn.
Kua.
All right.
Kua.
Who's gonna go stealth mode?
Kua.
1, 2, 3,
At the
4,
bottom.
5, 6, 7, 8. I see it. Fire type.
I
9,
shouldn't do anything against that, but I probably could.
10. He's gonna turn on it. Looks like we got a Charizard at the bottom corner there.
Ruven, your turn.
A Charizard?
Do I have to reroll the stealth, or can I just move?
Your roll holds unless you take an action that would break stealth.
1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. Oh, just 5. This side's clear. The Charizard's at the bottom. You can loop around. That's a problem. Let's see. I'm at 5. Move that way or move upward. I'm gonna move. Upward. And use Calm Mind. Calm Mind doesn't break stealth, does it?
No, it does not.
Good.
Glacialis, you're up.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh, this guy was down here.
All right.
Sapphire.
Okay, so guys, Charizard, dragon type or not? I've been wondering for the longest time.
No, it's
Certainly
my-
not.
What?
somewhat familiar with dragons. I'm
But-
pretty sure.
But doesn't he
I'm-
look like a dragon? Like, I mean, they're so cute and stuff. But how can they not be dragons?
I got an easy litmus test for you.
Yeah.
Are you attracted to Charizard? If you have to think about it in any capacity, then no, they're
What?
not.
He's right, you know.
He's got a point.
3. I think they're cute. 4.
I said attractive, not cute.
Can I peek around the edges here?
Do you have
Unless-
movement left?
I mean, yeah, I just moved 4.
Okay. Have you done stealth yet?
No.
Roll stealth.
Okay.
Okay. Take a peek.
We're good.
All right.
5.
Should we
6.
attack it or?
7. Hi, Ruben. What's up ahead?
Nothing yet. I'm just worried about that Charizard behind us.
But okay. 8. 9.
Artemis,
I
your
have
turn.
no movement left. I can't peek through here, right?
You
No,
cannot
'cause
peek.
Okay.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna roll, so I'm gonna stealth.
All right. Continue going forward.
6, 7. Yep. 7, 8, 9, 10. Or 9. Sorry. Counting hard.
Counting hard.
All right. Donovan.
Donovan, before you move forward, I think the Charizard is moving in the direction of that corridor you're going it towards.
Is it no? Can I peek?
You may peek.
I peek. No, he's not here.
He's to the south. He's still down here somewhere. Wait, you're going towards him.
It's at this moment that I wish that I had Sucker Punch.
Well, you can still Thunder Punch or something.
I don't have Thunder Punch anymore.
No, wait, fuck. You still have Cross. No, wait, fuck.
I don't have. Wait, what?
I was about to say Cross Shot, but it's like, no, wait, that's a flying type.
It is indeed a flying type. I didn't go into this with a lot of thought.
Do you have any water moves?
Exactly one water move.
Does it do damage?
How
Exactly
bunga it is.
Exactly one damage.
Cowabunga it is.
I
With
remember what
advantage.
because I remember what move it is.
Here, let me attach the character sheet to this one as well.
Hold on.
So do we have music or no?
Yes.
I
That's
can't.
1, 2,
hear
It's just really
three,
quiet.
6, 7.
Here,
I
let me
moved forward
boost the
with
volume
her.
just a touch.
I moved
Also-
forward with Surf, and then I shift one more. Okay. So I literally ran into the hallway, surfed down it, and then peeked behind the other side.
As you
So just-
surf, like with though, you pull out some 6 sunglasses from your pocket for a bit while you're surfing.
Accurate.
Also, just for shits and giggles, I'm just gonna play this sound effect because you probably just caught them hell off guard. Oh, I'd appreciate if you popped into the thing and actually played the sound. Thank you.
All right, cool. Your turn.
All right. That
Oi.
uses up 6 of the 10.
Straight, can you make the robot leave? I can't make the robot leave.
No,
And-
robots stay forever.
Fine.
Robot
Aiming for the
rights.
Charizard.
Oh.
It's not a dragon type though.
Oh.
Doesn't matter. It still hits hard.
Still, it's hard.
Pick me up, 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 pick me up.
None of an uppies denied.
Oh, wait. He was saying pick me up?
Yes.
Pick me up.
Okay, well, then I'll pick him up going past then. Sure.
Reuven, your turn.
Screw it. I'll be back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
This is gonna be the world's most confused Charizard.
Probably. Definitely. Wow. Okay. Thanks, game. No.
Real shock is the miss you just rolled.
I had too much. There was too much time between me running to go help out and him recovering from the fact that he just got ambushed.
Yeah. So, that's Charizard's turn. I know that was who's whose turn? Reuven's turn.
Although, actually, no, I don't think stealth counts anymore for an advantage. Oh well.
It does not. Charizard is going to about face, look at Reuven, snarl at him, and then
Ouch.
Oh no, the unite move. Wait, what's that? What the hell is that damage?
What's his level?
We're about to find out.
Let's see. $65.
Ah.
Crunch.
All right. Ow. Nope.
Wait, doesn't say don't apply
Do not
stats?
apply do not apply weakness or resistance. Do not apply
Yeah,
stat.
no, it's just pure damage.
Just
Okay.
flat fire damage.
Yeah, seismic toss is based on your level, not anything else.
Okay.
Glacialis,
Ow.
you get to move now.
Alright. He says, are you okay?
I'll be fine. Just get rid of this guy, please.
I'll try to.
What a second. Get behind him.
Sort of, actually, there's... No. Alright, that's it.
That's all you're gonna do?
I can't, aim any attacks from here, can I?
Not from
You
there,
can
no.
from right here. If you move up one, you can do an attack.
I used my 8, though.
Oh yeah, that. Sapphire, your turn.
They sprinted?
Well, if he sprinted, he wouldn't be able to attack.
Well, I mean, well, yeah, I didn't realize they sprinted.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I can aim from here.
Should I duck?
Let's see. I think they're weak to ice because they have a fire tail.
I
Or
don't.
is my stubbornness believing that they're still dragon type and use a fairy move instead? Let me roll my focus. Okay.
I mean, fairy doesn't work on fire, though, so it'd just be neutral damage.
Actually be half damage because, well, fairy and fire.
If they were dragon, though.
Ah, yes, ice beam.
Oh, that's a crit. No, it's not a crit because I
That-
rolled a 17.
You rolled an 8.
No, I rolled a 17.
You rolled a
It's plus 1 with accuracy and cancer.
Did you drink? No, you didn't get the buff, right?
No. Is Charizard not weak to ice?
No.
Charizard
it's
is fire and flying, so his type resistance breaks even.
Yep.
Oh, not dragon type. Fuck, I mean,
We had this conversation already.
I know, but what else would they be if not like dragon, right? Just fire then, as my brain go.
Fire and flying. Artemis, your turn.
Why? It's a dragon. Fuck you, fuck you.
I asked you if you had any attraction towards it.
Hey. Shut up. Help us fight this thing.
1, 2, 3, 4.
To be fair, he already has. I just missed.
7.
Oh. He just nukes the entire corner.
Can my moves hit, like, cut through this corner?
Yes, they
yeah,
can.
it is. It is my fan. I can turn it off. Give me a moment. Let me just get this nice line shot real quick. Hello, crit.
I mean, even if that wasn't a 16, everything crits.
Might as well.
Everything crits. If it hits, it crits.
Freaking believable.
Hmm.
Crit.
Don't tell me this bitch is still alive.
I won't, but he certainly isn't dead.
Motherfucker.
Let me
Donovan.
guess, one
Probably
goddamn
like
hit point.
1 HP. Donovan, sneeze on him. Spit on him.
Flick him in the nose.
Spit on him.
Boop him on
Just
the
tap
snoot.
him on the back, he'll fall over.
What a
Touch.
Poison jab.
Touch.
It wasn't even a.
Well,
Not even a full jab,
Still,
just
still a 7.
extends hand, taps face.
Sneeze on hand and just like go on the face like,
Rub all over.
yeah.
Halo
Just like,
announcer
no,
just goes.
Ew, goodies.
The Halo announcer just goes, assassination.
So was it a 1 HP when already hit him?
Yes,
Oh
1
my
HP left. He had 46 when Artemis hit him, and Artemis got him by 45. So, Donovan, do you have any movement left?
Yeah. I'm good.
You're good. Cool, your turn.
Since we broke stealth, do we need to reroll our stealth stuff?
If you still want to go stealth, or if you're concerned that maybe all the commotion caused the rest of the facility to go on alert, or at least this part of it.
I'll try to go quietly.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and peek. He'll give the rest of the team a thumbs up and wait here to let them catch up.
All right, Reuven, your turn.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hop on Kua's back, and I'm gonna stay put.
Glacialis.
Oh yeah, well, no way, I sprinted. Never mind.
Arai, are you with us?
Four,
Oh, there you go.
yep. 5, 6, 7. Hey, Kua, can you let me on?
Kua only has mouse for
Even
1,
big
so
enough.
he cannot.
Okay, no. Okay, she'll use
On
right now.
Kua's next turn, I guess he can set down Reuven, if Reuven's okay with that.
Oh,
Aw.
yeah.
Sapphire.
I'm asking if he'd be okay with that. Or would he prefer to stay on?
I usually prefer to stay on, but I guess another can ride if they
Well-
want to.
Okay,
Or is there somewhere?
this one,
Someone in the
let
corner?
you choose.
Or is the corner free? I'm not done moving.
I'm just advancing the turn order.
What
Is
was the
coast
question?
clear? Is the coast clear?
Yes,
Cool.
Yes.
yes. Yes, the coast is clear. That's why I gave the thumbs up.
Wait. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Alright, now I'm done.
Donovan. Actually, no. Artemis, your turn.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I will stay here.
Donovan.
Good.
Kua.
Who's going to nod to? He's going to turn to them. I'm sorry, but I already have a passenger. Reuven and I work together quite well.
Okay.
Though if we have free time later, I'd be happy to take you for a small fun ride.
She just makes a little smile. Alright, I have to think about that.
I'll give the thumbs up. 6, 7, 8, 9, and he'll stop there, and he's doing the "it's safe" motion to everybody who comes around the corner.
Reuven,
Question:
answer?
can I use an item then roll for stealth?
No.
Okay.
I mean, have you already rolled for stealth?
No, I did before the engagement, but I'm gonna go ahead and roll again.
Just bear in mind, which item are you planning to use?
Coffee.
Yeah, you'd have to re-roll stealth after having the coffee, so...
Makes sense.
You sip really loud, okay, man?
Okay. In that case, I'm just gonna roll stealth. Oh, actually, no, that was a terrible roll. I'll have to roll later. Well, shit, I don't think I used this turn very effectively now, did I? Oh well. There's not much else I can do.
Glacialis, your turn.
Okay. Nine, 10, 11, 12.
Sapphire.
I'm. One. Why did I do that diagonally? One diagonally. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just edging through the corners. I'm done.
Artemis.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I will stop here.
Donovan.
4. I'll stop here.
Kua.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Oh, that Charizard is close.
Good news is he's got his back turned to you.
Kuid looks up at Reuven and makes a questioning attack motion.
Raven's quietly considering what to attack him with, but ultimately, they do nod in agreement that they can
All right.
capitalize on this.
Let's, in that case, let's see if we can get his defenses down a little bit. Aiming at the Charizard. And this is with stealth advantage, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Nice throw.
Ooh.
And the debuff.
And
Unfortunately
guess
for me, I don't have anything that can really capitalize on that because the
No
nature
worries.
of the use. But I will still also attack from here.
Okay.
I'm waiting for the turn order.
Go.
Game, please.
Just
Okay,
does
well.
not like you.
Well, I guess that's heating up then.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I'm just gonna move then, because that's... Well, move. Here-ish. No, wait, hold up. Who's next? Who's moving? Okay.
Let's see what I could do. I could have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He's gonna go instead
No,
of
stay- stick with-
trying to go forward with an attack. He's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Just trying to get away.
You're running.
Damn
Glacialis,
it.
you're up.
Dude,
Just a heads up, all stealth bonuses for that specific Pokemon are nullified.
Yeah. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Sapphire.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Artemis, your turn.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And that's all I can do.
Donovan.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Kua.
Alright, Kua's gonna turn to Ruben. Hey, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna need to... I might need to put you down for this maneuver.
Go ahead.
Alright, so... Kua's gonna put Ruben down, move like this, and Donovan, are you okay with Ruben picking you up? Sorry, Kua picking you up.
Why are you picking me up?
Just go with it.
So,
Okay.
so that you can be in better surf range.
Okay.
Alright, so he's gonna pick up Donovan along the way. And should we move one space more forward? Or is
Yeah.
yeah, okay. So we're gonna move up to here then. With Donovan still on his back.
I mean... Yeah, it still works fine.
Reuven, your turn.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Going to use a older coffee, but one that I used that was turned to coffee. I mean, turned to candy for flavors X. Either way, healing for 40%.
48.
Shit. Yes, that.
Charizard's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Glacialis, your turn.
Alright.
You are really trying to get away, are you?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12.
Sapphire.
One, two. That was next one. 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh.
Careful, guys. That character's probably going to try and alert the others.
I'm gonna stealth and peek also here. I think that would be good.
Are you gonna roll stealth?
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
finding the button. Yes.
Okay. You want to try and peek around, or?
Yeah. So 7, 8. Good hidey spot. Can make a sneak attack from here. Can I keep moving it as in if I was sprinting or?
No.
Or not.
You
Okay.
you use your standard action to make the stealth check.
Yeah. Okay. That's my turn. No actions. No movement.
All right, Artemis, your turn.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Donovan.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can make it.
Nice.
Maybe that now you're
Nice.
taking that wave to town.
And I'll stop right there.
Start there.
It feels good to be able to actually have a fucking movement option.
Stop there, criminal scum.
So is that why you like playing slow?
Kua, your turn.
All right. It's gonna move up to here and hit it with a dragon pulse.
Right. Stop there, criminal scum.
That's-
Reuven, your turn.
Wait, was that on the
1,
Charizard?
2,
That's
That's.
5,
Oh, sorry. That was
6,
cool. I like
7, 8. How fucking far away is he?
Too far.
Too far away for me to do anything. In that case, I am going to look through my skills and use. Where is it? There it is.
I'm sorry, but I need to apologize. I thought I'd reset the combat stages.
Ah,
It's
Turns-
alright.
It turns out I. So that. That's a little high. So that was an extra 7 damage there.
Yeah. Alright, I'll factor that in.
Sorry about that.
It's all good.
points for being
Okay.
honest.
So, with that, Charizard is going to go 1. Come on. Move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Charizard has escaped.
Damn.
Bruh!
Glacialis, it's your turn.
Carefully, everyone. I feel like we're going to try and alert people upstairs. We have no idea what to expect up there. 2, 4,
Oh, we were already moving on a time limit.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Sapphire? And FYI, all threats that could present themselves to you have either surrendered, fled, or been eliminated.
Oh, we're getting a free movement now?
Yep.
Alright.
Got it.
Great.
You let a Jersey run away?
Listen, I can only catch up to it so much.
That guy was going full speed.
Alright, may as well beat them then, since they're upstairs.
Yeah.
Is there free movement here too?
Yes, I will let you know when free movement ends. So let me see if I can
And-
find correct music for
Is-
this section of the dungeon. And that is going
Is
to
double
be...
team still active?
all stat buffs and debuffs are still active.
Okay. There it is. Do we need to roll initiative?
You can
Someone
keep
check
your
this corner
rolls.
for me. I'm not the most stealthy person, you know.
I'll keep my roll.
Actually, I'm actually gonna have you all re-roll your initiative because it's not tracking to
Okay.
this floor.
Okay.
This floor is special.
Is there
My
brief-
initiative!
I'm gonna check around this corner. Give me a bit.
Gives a brief Nigel to mind towers. Don't worry, you're trying.
Oh my god, Donovan rolled a 2.
Yeah, I am trying. What if that trying could be more beneficial? Well, I may be screwing up at fighting, but I can at least do this. Keep an eye out. I'm gonna see if I can get on his computer.
All right. You get in the computer, and I'm going to go ahead and give you a
Does it have-
quick look into this room right here. So everything that you're seeing in
Hold up.
here is on a security camera. So
Oh wow.
you have several options. You can either log out of the machine. You can activate a gas trap in the machine in the room that will immobilize anyone susceptible to poison, or you can overload a sonic emitter that is in the room that will cause any steel type in the room to become incapacitated.
Anyone susceptible to poison would be hit with that. Would be immobilized. But that'll be 3 of them. 4 of them, excuse me. 4 would be immobilized if they were hit by that. But any steel types. Steel types. Going to check something both in character and out of character, being that, trying to make sure, figure out who would be hit by what.
So, these two, right here and here, would be untouched by any of the countermeasures. Everyone on this row would be taken out by the sonic emitter, and anyone in this row would be taken out by the poison.
Huh? Okay. This group be taken out by the sonic emitter, this group be taken out by poison. Frankly, those three have less. Given that we have three people on our team that would struggle with them, I'm gonna take out this top row. So the sonic emitters.
All right, so a loud noise like nails on chalkboard can be heard in the other room as all steel type Pokemon in the room are incapacitated.
You may want to cover your ears.
Oh.
All right,
Oh.
and after the activation of the emitter, and by the way, Reuven, that just cost you 8 computer spikes.
You couldn't tell me that in the first place. Especially when so damn much. Sheesh.
I mean, you just took out 3 Pokemon, and these are not easy Pokemon to take down.
Yes, but you like.
Don't worry.
How much does it cost to go in? You know.
We'll buy you more at the Kick Leon shop. It's going to be fine.
Nay.
So how many does that leave you with?
Enough.
All right. So you guys can proceed ahead, and if you want to line up in here, I will go ahead and put you into the room.
Are y'all okay?
What?
Be fine.
Donovan, can you hear me?
What?
I'll take it as a no.
He takes out some earplugs. What?
Okay, Mr. Boy Scout, being always prepared over here.
Oh, excuse me.
No, seriously, that was a good call. I didn't realize how loud that would be. You should see the other guys. Ooh. Let's just say I think I made up for my earlier mistakes. And before you ask what I did, you'll find out momentarily.
So before you guys enter the room, go ahead and arrange yourself in whatever formation you want to be arranged in, and then I'll just drop you guys into the room into that formation.
Should we start stack? Okay.
You may start stacked, and you may also take an extended action to do whatever item use or move use you wanted to use for buffing.
Can I use Razor Wind and then be entered into the room with Razor Wind? Is that like a sequence break that I can do?
No.
That I can perform?
Tempting as it may be, no.
Damn.
It's like, I can't believe Sapphire's the most broken character in the game. Hello?
You've already
Okay.
used one teams. There's no need to do that again. Think of
All
it.
right. So, let's see. Let's see. Throw you all the way over here. You'll go over here. All right. Give me just 1 second. I'm gonna roll initiative for these folks, and I'll get you guys into the fight.
Quite the lineup here.
Okay. Let me kill this music and get proper music going.
PMD boss music.
Let's see.
Five of them, 6 of us.
Done.
Okay.
Make them now.
Oh, I'm not. Let's just hope I can actually hit straight this time.
All right, so to start us off, Weavile gets the first move.
He's always got a horrible roll on that initiative.
Just make sure that Icy Wind is going to pan out the way that it's supposed to. Okay, yes.
Ooh.
1,
Ooh.
2, 3, 4,
Oh, no.
5, 6, 7.
Yes. Kua.
Kua, you're up.
Kua.
He's gonna turn to Reuben. Hey, Reuben, can you hold them still for me?
Sure.
Boom.
Oh, they did.
Aim at Weavile.
Mm-hmm.
Go. Come on. Roll 20. I know you want to roll. Advantage.
Make sure. Yeah, he doesn't have a held item.
Wow, the two
How much would it?
misses.
How much double teams would I have to pop to make the roll of 10 hit?
You would have to pop 2 of them.
Sure, I'll do that. 70 damage.
Smite.
Double super effective. Yeah.
Oh, AB. Are they dead?
Nope.
Ah.
I just realized something. Well, I keep realizing it, and I'm glad when I do realize it. Just going to... Just double checking something, though. Hey, Kua,
Yeah.
if I use fire, would you mind?
Go ahead.
So I'm going to... Actually, I'm not going to do that, because I realized something. I'm going to move this way. Thankfully, I didn't need it.
Did you drink the pumped up coffee?
I didn't, actually. Not yet.
Sapphire, your turn. Oh.
I think I'll activate my Jesus move.
That's
I
a good
gotta do
reason.
it.
That's a good call.
I activate my supreme Jesus move and levitate in the fairy air. I'll call it fairy air. It's cool that way. That's my turn.
Okay. Beauty Queen sees you levitating.
can't stop this spin.
Just double check and make sure that this is the correct dice roll to use for this move. Nido Queen is going to go down here. Actually, go right here.
Oh no.
Target Glacialis with superpower.
Wow.
Ow. And what the hell's e-fence?
It's defense with. No, I should not be saying that on stream.
What?
Don't worry about it.
I didn't get it.
Don't worry about it.
Want me to whisper it to you, Scott?
Sure.
All right, Artemis, your turn.
Okay.
Fuck him up.
1, 2.
Don't get fucked up, but fuck him up.
And it's a little bit overkill, but advantage is in fact good.
Just to make sure I've got.
Where'd it go?
One more time. That's a crit, by the way.
Yep.
I haven't had my coffee yet though.
Oh,
Womp womp.
well, it's almost a crit.
It's super effective at least.
Scyther. Just gonna go over here. Pull up, make sure I've got your character sheet here. Oh, damn.
Oh, damn.
That accuracy booster I've got him holding is, it's biting hard.
Shout out to the crit doing only 4 more damage though.
Yeah, for real. Actually, that's a good point.
Not gonna lie.
Is damage rounded up or down? I forget.
Damage is always rounded down.
Okay.
Machamp is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, this is getting ridiculous.
Taking on the poor wasty.
Yeah, when you really want to throw down like this, fine, we'll throw down like this. You're gonna lose though.
Let's see. Okay, yeah, you're not deep. You're not buffed. So, actually, you're not going to use that move because you want to go.
And
Because he's got you flanked, it's to roll advantage.
Fuck.
well,
Ouch.
okay then.
So on your next turn, instead of taking action, you just pop a Reviver Seed and you're back to full health, but you don't get to move.
Can only do that twice a turn, or twice the match.
Donovan, your turn.
1, 2.
Oh, he likes a glass cannon.
Everything's a glass cannon in this system, honestly.
Shit.
Hang on just a second. All right, Glacialis, do you want to pop your Reviver Seed?
Yes.
All right, give yourself full health. Oh, and actually, I need to give you an injury from that hit that you took. So your new max health instead of being 139 is 125. Take that off of you. Can you even make this? He is just short. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Miss.
He misses.
Thank God.
And Weavile's toast, so he doesn't need to be in the turn order. Kua, it's your turn.
All right then. Let's move over and give. To measure this, this should be 8 movement. Let's blow them away.
Careful if you're using Hurricane. Okay, thank you. It's Air Slash. Oh, fuck me, it's Air Slash.
Well, that's the best I can do.
Putting it nicely.
Maybe not damage-wise, but accuracy-wise.
Reuven, your turn.
I'm gonna move up to assist Artemis. Actually, wait, checking something. I can't use that again yet. But I can still move up and assist Artemis. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Noise.
Better. 1 point of damage better, but still better.
Sapphire, you have a Razor Wind going.
Oh boy.
So who did you target?
Jesus called to me. Alright.
Lord
go
Arceus
with
has answered your call.
Yes. Let's I wanna figure out. So we have 4 units right now. Who looks the weakest of them all?
Machamp is taking a pretty bad hit. Nido Queen's also taking a pretty bad hit, along with Nido King. Scyther remains untouched.
Okay, but I use like Okay, which one seems to have the most damage on them that I can see?
Machamp.
Machamp. Okay. But he's getting like JoJo'd there by the other three. So unless you want me to like help delete Machamp, actually.
Just sip your
It's
wine
your
and
call.
do it.
It's your call.
All right. Let's begin by removing my stat buffs first.
Just sip your wine and do it. It's not that bad.
Alright, undid my evasion. Alright, first whirlwind. On. Fuck it, on the Machamp. No!
He lives today.
Well,
Miss.
Alright,
On to the
second
next one.
Razor Wind on the Machamp. No, it has
Wait,
me
what?
target. On the Nidoqueen. Wait, actually, Nidoqueen's poison, right? So is
Nidoqueen and Nidoking are poison.
Alright. The Nidoking then.
Nidoking is also poison.
I know, but really? Game? Alright, now in the Scyther.
Roll throws.
Thank you.
Thank
There
fuck.
we go.
Oh my god.
You just hit the Scyther though.
And it's a crit.
It's not a crit.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Because you got a
No.
3 earlier, didn't you?
It has extended crit range.
But I rolled a 15, not a 16.
We already had this conversation. It applies.
Okay.
You nugget.
Oh, right. Okay, 70. Shush. Scott, stupid. Stop talking.
So that's still regular effectiveness, right? Yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
does Sapphire have Piculate?
Yes.
Yep.
Nice.
And Super Luck. She
Nidoqueen.
kind of stole my build.
No, see, mine is fairy. Yours is heart butt.
No, you stole my build. Full stop.
Friends.
Alright, so it's Nidoqueen's turn.
Yes, I am looking over my options here.
Wow.
Against,
Awesome.
this is, against Glacius.
Oh, he's picking on me.
We're gonna lose our friend today.
No bully.
Thankfully, it's not a crit. And that was actually a really low damage roll.
Okay.
Artemis, your turn.
Let me.
No matter who you hit, except for the Scyther, you can hit twice.
Let me think. Okay. I will do it this way then. Night slash. No. Night slash. There it is. Gonna night slash the Nidoking. Be really happy for advantage because these rolls are getting shenanigans. No crit.
No crit. But
No
good
crit,
hit.
Sherlock. It's just regular effectiveness, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dark against poison and ground, yeah.
All right.
Then I'm gonna move one.
Yeah, normal effectiveness.
Yeah, that's better.
Scyther is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he wants to make use of that Fury Cutter bonus.
Too fucking bad.
Yes, I agree with the 2 part of that.
Ah, how many double teams do you have already?
All of them. I think I'd have to blow all of them to dodge it.
9. Yeah, you would have to blow all of them to dodge it.
Yeah, I'll blow all of them to dodge it.
All right.
Yeah.
You don't
More
you don't
importantly,
want that damage base growing.
Machamp. What do I want you to do? Seismic Toss is going against Donovan. Don't let the damage spook you.
This is a fighting type move.
Wow.
Don't let the damage spook you.
Fighting against normal dark, that's 4 times.
Don't let the
it's-
damage spook you. It's
Again,
only
it's
gonna
like-
do equal to its level.
Oh, yeah, Seismic Toss.
Alright, so question, how much do I heal?
Oh, Jesus.
You don't heal anything because you're
It's
already
pure
at full
damage.
health. Of course, Machamp did not know that.
Surprise, bitch.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Yeah, I don't take any damage.
So,
What
how do you want to
just
ruin this guy's day?
Well, hopefully I can earn his day.
I mean, you got Kua there to help you out. Make sure you ruin his day.
I can try. Fucking finally. God.
Let's see, double check. That's 4 plus 4. Yep.
4 plus 4 is not enough to dodge.
All right.
That's 2 down.
Glacialis, you are up.
Time to get your revenge.
Finally. Okay, she is backing the hell out of here. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then
Hello?
Yeah. Who are you targeting?
and the Needle Queen.
Oh yeah.
And Needle
Both,
King.
both
Yeah,
Nidoqueen and Nido
line
King.
5. Do I just hit that
Yep.
again?
No, you're fine.
Oh.
Let's see. So go ahead and just describe this attack to everyone while I'm getting everything calculated.
So basically, Glacialis just smacks her tail into the ground, and several beams of light shoot up in a straight line from the ground, striking every enemy in its way.
Slap.
Well, that's new.
So what was that?
Don't worry about it. It's just something that's inherent to my family.
Kua, your turn.
And I thought I had one hell of a family.
What type was that?
It's the light type.
That's not.
Okay,
Oh, see, Glacialis' ancestor Valheria created the light type, and this seems to roll over
Light type, I see. Fascinating.
I have several questions, but I doubt I'm gonna get any answers. So let's just keep going.
aim at Scyther
All right.
with advantage.
Ghost against bug is super effective, right?
I don't think so.
Regular,
It's just
regular.
normal effective against Scyther.
All right.
And rolling to check for crit.
Bug flying. Yeah, it's just normal.
Yeah.
Okay, and unfortunately, no combat stance changes.
That's definitely not a crit.
I mean, it is, but
It
it's
is a crit. It's just not the one you want.
Reuven.
Oh, Side Shock is at will. Huh. What do you know? Anyway. Going to take a more passive role in this case. And ever so casually. Set the Nido King off. Set the Nido Queen on fire. You know, casual. And then move away.
Sapphire.
All right.
Between the bug with sides for arms
Bug.
and the queen who's just heard Reuben's
on
brand new
fire.
mixtape and just been absolutely burned by it. Who needs a kiss?
Who needs a kiss?
Who needs a draining kiss?
I don't have draining
I'll give one whole smooch.
anymore. Remember?
somebody
Oh,
subbed
oh
the
yeah,
meta?
right. You got rid of that move. Damn it.
But now, Scyther looks like a dragon type, right?
We're not having
Draining
this
kiss the
conversation.
Scyther. It's not a fighting move, but it's a move that I can do. All right, what? Can I be on top of Kua like this and just attack?
Go
to
ahead.
create
Sure.
Advantage? All right,
Yeah,
cool.
He'll
All right. Cool, I'm gonna trust you with my life. I'm gonna Giga Impact the Scyther, and then you carry me to safety.
Not
While I
me.
Passed out on your back.
Well, no, wait. Can I narrate this?
Sure.
So Sapphire climbs on Ku's back, climbs up to the top of his head, and like a wrestler jumping from one of the poles at the corner of the ring.
Watch out! Watch out! Watch out!
Big attacks.
Oh my god.
Now roll damage.
With advantage. Giga Impact! Fuck you. And... What?
Smite.
No.
4 misses in this entire fight.
Reroll that until you're. Reroll that until you hit. You're at this point. I'm considering that on fire.
Stop!
The genuine pain in Scott's voice there.
What? Oh,
Thank you for fuck's sakes!
Somebody clip that scream, please.
Curse has been broken.
Somebody
God
clip
damn.
it. Somebody clip it.
Could one of the viewers clip that, please? I unfortunately don't have clips.
Oh, anyone can clip this if they're watching it.
mhm.
Anyone
Yeah,
has the
well,
power
it's
to
just that I'm out
clip.
of clips.
Technically, I'm watching it too, but I'd have to turn my laptop audio up to do it. So,
I trust in the viewers that they will not clip this and embarrass me.
oh, it's 2 hours and 25 minutes in, so I'm sure I'll find it.
Yeah. Let's see. Nido Queen. Takes a look at Artemis. And
After
is gonna
witnessing
go
Sapphire's emotional fucking breakdown.
chippity choppity, get the fuck off my property.
Miss.
Hey, it's a miss.
Isn't that a 2-hit move, though? Oh, wait, no, that's dual
Nope.
chop.
Double jump.
Artemis.
I'm gonna 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna nope the fuck out of here. And
Like
I'm gonna play.
Lacey.
And I'm gonna play sniper no sniping.
I'm a beautiful lady on fire. They call me Miss Fire. It's for the whole session. Ooh, nice psycho cut.
Nice.
Which is a good move in the Pokemon United video game trading mark.
All right, that is victory for the team at hand.
Yay. I survived. Barely.
Would it
Sapphire
have-
is Sapphire is just like like convulsing and goes back.
Good.
All right, so
Out of character, how likely would it have been to like for someone to have noticed like the Scyther hitting you pretty often, like or seeming especially able to?
if you're examining the Scyther's body, you'd probably see that he was clutching an accuracy booster.
Because I think I want to pick it up. Would that be okay?
Right. Yeah, we automatically see any items that get dropped because I have. Hold on. I can look with my special eyes. Where is it? Where
Is
is
there
it?
any other items around there?
Let's see. Weavile had an evasion booster for all the good it did him.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that would have been useful for me.
Oof.
Held item doesn't take up a inventory slot, right?
Correct.
I'll take the accuracy booster, please,
Okay.
and put that reviver seed back in my inventory.
All right. Are you guys ready to move up to the Shadow Tower office?
Yes.
Sorry, I just heard myself
Why?
say stop loudly on stream.
Why is there an evasion boost?
Does this reset scene moves?
Yes.
Okay.
So, there are no threats on this floor, so you guys have free movement.
Green is
okay,
always
fine.
black.
I have one.
Does anybody, before we go too much further, anybody need any healing? I have first aid kits.
I think we're good for now.
Kua, Sapphire.
I
Memory,
somehow took no damage in that entire fight.
memory serves. This
Like-
is the peak of the tower.
Seeing how that fight went, I could probably use some.
Okay, so I do know that I'm gonna work on Glacialis here.
I like I sorry to drop out. I like out of character. I like how Ruben's like, does anyone need healing? No, and then we all started walking away, and then poor Glacier was like, I need healing. And it was just still walking away while they were
Oh.
pleading for heals.
Knocked out
Yeah.
first turn before she could even do anything.
You
Okay,
gotta give him
so
some privacy while he works.
so
Privacy.
rolled in 16. I wanted to heal the injury on Glacialis.
Where is that injury,
All right.
anyways?
Let's see. To heal one injury, that is going to require
On a roll of 16.
On a roll of 16, that is going to require one med pack. And if you want to do like at least 50% healing beyond that, you just need 2 more med packs, and that will heal that.
All right, so I'm gonna use 3 3 first aid kits to both get rid of that injury and make sure Glacialis is at tip-top position. Well, tip-top condition.
In that comment in chat is directed towards Artemis. So I have one thing I need to do here. Let me get the music ready. So as Artemis steps into this particular room, he gets a funny little feeling in his head. It comes from the same place that his disaster sense comes from, but it's not the disaster sense because... Artemis can see himself in the middle of a hallway posted up. Right behind him is Erwin, Sarah, Eddie, and Danica. They're all posted up. They're looking around each other as if waiting for someone. And a particular person is coming down a hallway, running towards them, as if being chased by someone. Before something moves in behind him and takes him out at the legs with what looks like a bone rush attack. Standing over him is a much younger looking Apollo, followed closely by a much longer looking Eaton. Apollo seems a little out of breath before looking over to the rest of Team Wayfinder. Well, took a little persuasion, but I think I managed to get him led off to the right place. You got him from here? Yeah, we've got him from here, Sarah would reply. It seems that the Wayfinders were in the middle of a particular rescue mission in which an outlaw had to be apprehended. And Artemis would suddenly remember a lot more of the finer details of his time with Apollo and Eaton when they had gone back in time. And back to the reality. Oh, there goes gravity.
Whoops. That's what you get for going back in time.
What?
Physics,
He knows all about that.
physics is the first thing that breaks.
Well, where did the comment about gravity come from?
Alright, that was that a
It's a
character.
lyrical reference. That said,
Oh, okay.
hey Artemis, Earth's Artemis, just casually knocks on his head. You get there?
He kind of visibly stumbles and shakes his head a little bit. Wait, sorry. What? Who?
Did you forget where you were? You okay?
Oh, more like when I was. Another flashback.
Oh.
At the very least, I can definitively say that Apollo and Eaton weren't lying about their little time travel escapade.
Huh. Fair enough.
So to say how they pulled it off, I still have no idea.
Story for another time? Maybe, given the fact that I can still hear their cannons going off outside.
Speaking of cannons, a particular round comes blasting through this section, though thankfully misses any of the tables holding particular documents.
That wasn't supposed to be... Nah.
We better hurry and take what we can before things get too rowdy.
So as Donovan is looking at the map over on the table here, there are several landmarks that are posted on this map. And among them is the location of the New Masters' main headquarters,
Hello.
which is
What'd you find?
located
Oh.
right here.
On Drake Plateau.
What do you know?
Huh.
Looks like we have our final target.
Well, I guess that's where we're putting all our chips down at. Have we decided which one we want to go after?
that's going to be... No, it would make sense. Right now, if we manage to cut off their any form that they have of their leadership, I don't think the Zarellan's going to be able to... Like, cutting off Zarellan's head isn't going to do anything for us. Dissolute's head, however, is a different story.
I don't know. I got a computer over here. I'm gonna look around. See if there's anything else we can find.
Of course, that's all on you, Grandpa.
Are you calling me Grandpa?
No, I'm calling Red Grandpa.
Oh, okay.
Isn't he more like a great grandpa?
Do you want to do it?
I'd like to say that. I'd rather say than, if at all possible.
Then we do that first. Because it may much be easier to figure out whether or not he's with us or against us. Then save him for last.
I'm inclined to agree. And from what I do remember with his interactions with Zorellan, theirs was a partnership of necessity and convenience than any actual trust.
Taking out Zarellan first is not going to help us in any means. His fanatics will just carry on his legacy and then we're split 2 ways away. Dissolute at least. We have somewhat of a trump card.
Yeah. As much as I hate the fact that we have to split this, we need to make sure the new masters go down. We can't be chasing Zarella.
At least not yet. Zarellan's definitely a threat. But it'll be easier for a 2-pronged attack if at least we can try to convince Desolate.
Aren't y'all forgetting something?
Hmm?
Zorellan's the one that has the stuff to actually bring back the Imba Days a second time. Kinda need to stop that from happening again before we lose all our progress.
You make a good point, but at the same time, you're also forgetting that having Desolute's new masters on our side to attack Zarellan will be a lot easier than the 5 of us putzing around there by ourselves.
I'm pretty sure we'll have more help, but I understand.
An army versus an army, we're gonna need it.
But is time a luxury we have?
No, not really.
$1 million question.
That's it. I'm gonna get back to this computer. It's being a pain in the butt.
We don't, which is why we should do this as soon as humanly possible. I almost say that we should just skip going back home and just make a break for it here.
Came as quick as I could. Sorry for the stray shot. How did it go?
We got the location.
We're still alive.
Well, well, there's priority number 1. Now. All right. Cuddy, is this still workable? Yeah, it's workable. Hey, Donovan. We need to talk in private.
We do.
Rest of you come with me. Reuven says he's got something over the computers.
And we're in. Now, what can you tell me?
Inside is a collection of intelligence reports that Reuven has found, detailing that the Zealots of Zorellan are making a push in earnest into Cassia Town, and that whatever's holding them back is losing steam rapidly, though Monroe is rallying both Silver Harbor and Malva City to try and hobble their advance as much as possible. It's a stalling measure, so they've it's easily deducible at this point that Team New Dawn has at least time to either reinforce the effort over at the Dread Fort and take it down and hobble the Zealots of Zorellen, or they can go after the new Masters and either dispel whatever influence they've got left or turn whatever they've got against the Zealots.
Turning what we have against the Zealots would be a good idea, but
Hmm.
you said something.
Wait.
They say something is defending Cassius City.
Or someone.
It's someone for sure. Shit.
Wait, so we have to choose between disbanding them, getting their help?
I'm pretty sure they'll
he's
understand.
asking that. He's asking that in character, and that's also like partially an out of character question. Just to make sure I understand correctly.
This is the point where you guys are going to select a route split. We either go to the Dread Fort next or the new Masters headquarters.
If we go to the Dread Fort is Zorellen,
Dread Fort is Zorellen, yes.
and New Master Headquarters is
Desolute.
Shit. We deal with the one that thing in Cassius City. I mean, we'll have Moria, most likely.
Out of character, did my or was I real blind?
You were coming in very mushy just now, so I couldn't
Okay.
understand anything you were saying.
Okay, so like this is sort of being asked in character and character. So we have to choose between getting their help and disbanding them.
Disbanding the Zealots.
It would like
You're cutting in and out so much.
out of character is my understanding that too.
You're cutting.
You're
Oh,
type it out in chat, and
Check it out.
meanwhile, I'm gonna pull Donovan into the super secret voice chat of Doom for a particular scene.
I'll wait for you then.
One question.
Too late.
No question.
No question.
I'll be right back. Out of character. Oh, there you go. You got like a fan blowing in the background.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Cody now has the room alone with Donovan. All right, so steel cages are in place, just like you said. I've got
And your
I've got it.
muscle.
They'll be there. I had to pull a few favors though. Apollo is not going to be happy about it, but you know who Reuven's mom is, right?
I expected the best, and you got me a yes.
Yeah. Well, I took that route. I neglected to tell Apollo that. So you're going to have to deal with an angry Lucario afterwards, but the good news is they'll do what they need to do, and they'll do it right, and they'll also make sure that everything that they need to get out when it's over is with them as well. I've got 2 places set up, one over by the Dread Fort, and now that we know the location of the new Masters HQ, I can get the rest of them in position, and I know a few paths through Drake Plateau that should give us a bit of a head start before you guys get there.
Right.
Okay? We'll make this
It's all
happen.
It's all coming together.
It's all come together. It's going to come again together a lot faster because of you. I might have thought about something like this, but I don't think I would have taken quite this route. And tell you the truth, this plan of yours is so stupid it might actually work. Though I think you prefer the term unconventional, is that correct?
I started this whole thing with a trick. I'm going to end it with the grand spectacle of all.
You're going to be a fucking legend if you pull this off.
That all depends on them now, doesn't it?
Well, call it just gut feeling, but I got a good feeling about these guys. All right, you better catch
gonna
up with
take
them
a-
before you're missed.
And before I attract too much attention. Thank
Precise.
you. We'll talk after the smoke clears, okay?
Drinks will be on me if it does.
And don't forget, anything that's in the bank, on my share,
You got it.
is yours.
Thank you.
Hmm.
Oh, welcome back.
Okay, let's see. What else is on this computer aside from that? We got some movement paths. We have some deployments here. We have.
Is there anything that tells us where Desolate and Zorelana are right this moment?
Looking. I'm looking. That is the wrong. Oh,
Right
nope,
there.
not that folder.
Right there.
Um,
Check the file
there.
extension. That's
Not
it.
that folder. This folder. This
Yeah.
file.
Yes. There's no
Okay.
mistake about it. We just missed Desolate by a few hours over here. He's on his way to his headquarters right now, and it looks like, given some of the other stuff we've seen here already, he's looking to flee Cassia. We catch him now, or not at all.
So he's trying to get. He's going to ground. If he goes to ground, we're not going to find him.
Precisely.
But however, if we leave Zarella with the time that they need, we both know what's going to happen.
Well, I hope Monroe knows what he's getting into. Dreadfort ain't a pleasant place, but he's tough. He'll make it out of there.
Wait, Monroe's going by himself?
No, he's taken a good chunk of Malva City with him.
Oh, for fuck's sake. All right. Just as long as we have enough time to actually slow them down and get back to that. The last thing we need is they turn this being waking up again.
All right, let's get back to the airship. We'll swing by New Treasure Town, grab what we need, and we're going to be heading straight to Drake Plateau.
Do we have anything on the ship that can... Eden's on the ship. Do you think he has anything that we can use to just... Wait. Take the information off this PC and, take it with us?
That is where I come in, Cody calls from around the corner.
What?
Look, I may not know how to read, but I learned a few tricks. Step back, let me handle this, and as soon as I've got everything, Eden's going to light this place up like a fireworks festival. Whatever. I'm not good with holidays. Go ahead and get yourselves out.
Don't become part of the festivities.
No, I don't plan to.
Okay. On the way out, who is going to offer Glacius that ride he had mentioned earlier? Yeah. Seeing as they're probably not going to get a chance for a while, he'll give Glacius the ride now.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and move us back to New Treasure Town.
I do like dragons too.
And with that, we have reached the end of this session. It is about 10:30 where I am, and I don't want to do any post wind down, which you guys can frankly do in downtime, or we can do before we head off to the session next week. So with that, thank you all for coming out to this episode of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon from the Ashes. My name is Straight Aura, and this is good night to everyone, unless you want to
Good
stick
night,
around
everyone.
for whatever raid Mako wants us to use.
Oh,
Out of curiosity, is Glacius still at 125 or 139?
139
I don't
now.
believe I have anybody right now, actually.
All right.
Wait, no, I might.
I see Mims.
Oh.
I'm not sure if Mims is a storyteller, but I see Mims. we already did 10.
You could do Hero Corgi if you wanted to.
Oh, yeah, hero. I'll type it on chat. Hero Corgi's a bean. They're nice. Y'all have fun.
It's gonna be fun. So we got 5 viewers already, and off you all go.
Hey.